P5JS here and have it show up here. How do we do this? Well, it's not so hard. All we need to do is copy and paste the right code. So first, let's do that. Let's copy and paste our code. Take this out of there. Bye-bye, see you later. And of course, paste it into our JavaScript box. We're almost done, almost done. As you can see, nothing's happening yet. Well, why is that? Well, because Codepen doesn't really know what to do with all this P5JS stuff. Yes, it's JavaScript, but not the right version of JavaScript. So what to do? Well, lucky for us, there is a solution here in our team's assignment called Add P5JS Catch to Choose Your Own Adventure. So if we look at here, we have our libraries. So the first thing we're going to do is copy and paste our library like a dictionary or a translator. And here are two URLs for our libraries. We're going to take this top one here, we're going to copy it and go to our Codepen in Settings in JavaScript, and you want to copy it into the first box. So the first library here, there, into the first box there. There's paste. And now what goes in the second box? You guessed it, the second library. I would recommend doing it in this order to avoid any problems in the future. So there you go, our two libraries are in. We click close. And oh, now we have a problem. It's down here. Well, it's not so bad. How do we center this? Well, the first thing we want to do is we want to be able to move it first. First, we worry about moving it. So let's move it. First, we create a new variable. So let's say var z. And we're not going to apply a value to that variable yet. No assigned value. It's just z. And now we're going to make z, or whatever variable, equal to canvas. You could also name it Mr. C. That's me. Hey, I'm a big canvas. Har, har, har. There I am. And so far, nothing's changed. You can see that our P5JS still shows up at the bottom. So far, so good. But now, within my draw function, I can set whatever value I want for the position of my canvas. And I do that by writing the name of my variable. I'm still Mr. C. Okay, there we go. Mr. C dot position, or the position of the Mr. C variable will be however many pixels I want from the left and however many pixels I want from the right. So let's say, I don't know, what is this? 600 pixels from the left, right? And maybe 100 pixels from the top of my window here. So let's see, what does that do? Too much, Mr. C. Too much. Maybe 90 from the window top. So 90, this distance here. There we go. That covers it nice and well. And then maybe, I don't know, 400. That's going to move it over a little bit. Hey, that's not so bad. Look at that. Okay. Well, I still have another problem. If I were to want to change the size of my window or minimize because I can't see my bottom choices and I don't want to have to scroll, I can do this. But now it's off center. And if I do that again, oh no! So depending on the size of my screen, it's going to be off center. So what do we do? Well, we have to stop using a constant value here. This value 400 will never change as long as we don't edit our code. In other words, we don't want to have to edit our code in order for this to change. So let's make this a variable instead. So we're going to create a new variable. I'm going to call it w, var w, for maybe how far from the left I want my canvas to be, the width here. And so in our draw function, and it is important that it's in the draw function, not the setup function or anywhere else, we're going to say that w equals the width of my window. That's this here, whatever width that is, right? Because I can make it wider. Look, I can go over here, wider still, right? So notice how no matter what width I set for my window, my image is always centered because I did that in HTML. Look here, center, right there. Okay, well, how do we do that for P5JS? Well, we got to do a little math. We got to tell it to take the size of the window, whatever that is, window size, or width, the width of the window, right, window width. And then subtract that by the width of the canvas, and that's represented by width. So window width minus canvas width, and then let's say divide it by 2, because we want half. We want it nice and centered. Okay, so W equals window width minus width divided by 2. Now notice that it doesn't seem centered, except that now when I move this, oh, we still have a problem. So what could possibly be the issue? Let's see, we have our W. Oh, we never substituted W here. Of course, there we go. Once we do that, we can see that, oh, it's perfectly centered. And it's perfectly centered now. And it's still perfectly centered. And I do this, oh my goodness, glorious me. And that's how we do that, gentlemen. So there it is. That's how we do it. I hope this has been helpful. Best of luck, and I can't wait to see all your cool projects. Bye-bye.